The system that we have now that is in operation across all councils in Scotland started in around the early 2000s and come a long way in that time as well, from recycling about 5% of our waste to almost half now. I think the biggest achievement in recycling in the last 10 years, particularly in Scotland, came last year when for the first time we actually recycled more material than was sent to landfill. So that kind of tipping point was reached, which is a real milestone. And one of the things that Zero Waste Scotland is particularly proud of in terms of what it's helped to introduce is the rollout of food waste collections across Scotland, because actually a lot of people still don't realise that food waste is one of the most harmful things you can put into landfill. A deposit return scheme is a system where when you buy a drink in a disposable container, there's a deposit applied to that container, which you then get back when you bring it back for recycling. So it's a really effective way of incentivising people to make sure that they actually recycle their drinks containers.
I think inevitably a deposit scheme will help Scotland recycle more. There are those individuals who will do it whatever happens, for whatever reward. However, I think it's important for us to allocate a resource or reward to the value of the product we're trying to recycle. I also think it builds initiative within families and within individuals that if they are returning those bottles, they'll start to think about other aspects that they could be having an influence regarding energy efficiency or transport or how they eat.
A deposit return scheme will play a really important part in tackling our kind of overall throwaway society. It does that in a kind of very sort of visible way and in a very kind of everyday way. It's just another step in that way of changing people's mindsets from thinking about disposability to thinking about actually keeping things in use.
Recycling is so important for helping us to tackle climate change. If we are using less resources to create less new things, then we are expending less energy. Therefore, we are helping the fight against climate change. Climate change is the world's #1 issue. There is no planet B. The Ellen MacArthur Foundation is saying that by 2050, there'll be more plastic waste by weight in the sea than all of sea life put together. We are using far too many resources on this planet, and we need to act now, and recycling is the key first step for taking that action that we need and our planet needs.